Here we are to talk about the ultimate category. I'm Evan. This is Allie. This is the wonderful co-founder, editor-in-chief, writer of everything, Gaby, here to talk to us about the Best Picture nominees. Be sure on the night of the Oscars, which would be
22nd.
Sunday, February 22nd. We're going to be doing our hashtag TYF Oscar Twitter party.
It's going to be rockin'.
With Gaby's graphic. It's going to be rockin'. Sponsored by McDonald's. Oh man, now I just want a double cheeseburger. No.
Right?
No, I don't. Thank you. Thank you, McDonald's, for giving me 3 McNuggets per hug. Okay. Alright, let's move along. We're going to be talking about the Best Picture nominees, of which there are 8. They're in no particular order. Actually, they're in the order that the official Oscar website says that they are in. And you can cast your own ballot at oscar.go.com. And that's where I got all the info for these. So, let's list them off. The Imitation Game. The Grand Budapest Hotel. Birdman, or the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. American Sniper. Selma. Boyhood. The Theory of Everything. And Whiplash. This is going to be remotely similar to our Best Director video because we love what we love. Remotely.
Yeah.
Allie, would you like to start us off?
Oh man, threw a wrench in our...
I'm trying to make it not feel like we've already talked about this 4 other times.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yes.
Surprise! I wish I could, spice things up and say something different, but I don't because there's nothing as good as the Grand Budapest Hotel nominated this year. Aside from subjective, I guess. But,
nice.
it was the one movie of 2014, and, there are moments in other movies where I get the same feeling, but for the entirety of Grand Budapest, I was completely sucked in. Nothing distracted me, I didn't get bored, I wasn't checking the time ever, I was just completely in love with this movie, and, it was a movie that, for me, I loved it more over time, and I could keep thinking back to certain moments or certain, character introspection, certain visuals that I just loved even more, and I found new reasons to appreciate them, on every level of filmmaking, from the writing, directing, editing, acting, everything is top notch. It is a fully formed movie, and it's imaginative, and it's what I think cinema should strive to do more of, and that is embrace the fact that they are a heightened medium where they can play with things and they can be different and absurd, and it works because it's the movies. So
because it's the movies, and very much in the way that we reside in these boxes right now, Wes Anderson makes his films in such a unique way that he takes his hand and invites you into the crazy little worlds that he creates in the palm of his hand.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird.
True.
It was kind of weird looking.
Okay.
Should I go and light the candle first, sir?
What? No. Experience.
Hotel Kinski, kitchen boy, 6 months. Hotel Berlitz, mop and broom boy, 3 months. Before that, I was a skillet scrubber.
Experience 0.
Gaby, what is your pick for Best Picture?
Boyhood.
Boyhood by Richard Linklater.
Really?
Yeah, no, I love Boyhood because it's a beautiful coming-of-age story that is very nostalgic and everyone can relate to, and it personally resonated with me a lot. And the performances and everything about it, it was just so beautifully done and so ambitious and different. And I saw it 4 times in theaters. It's a 3-hour movie.
Blows my mind. Okay.
Yeah,
I have
literally.
That's a lot of
bad movies too, and still the idea of and I can sit through long movies, but 4 times. That is ambition. That's awesome, though.
That's a lot of time watching 12 years of people's lives.
Honestly, cool. That's how much I like it. It was just so well done. I just never got sick of it. It was kind of like I just wanted, to bring new friends and to bring new people and my family to go see it. So I was like, okay, I'll join you.
I don't wanna be a big man, I just wanna fight with.
What do you want to be, Mason? What do you want to do?
Yeah, it's what Emmett said about one, or what he's about to say. But
What I'm gonna say, not like you haven't heard it before.
I couldn't remember if he did it, if in the director video or if it was.
No, because that's the thing is that while I commend Alexander Inarritu's work on Birdman so much from a technical perspective, there's something so unique about Whiplash, and maybe it's that Birdman was the first of the Oscar films this year that I saw. I saw it before Christmas even, and then Whiplash was the final one that I saw pretty much of the Best Picture nominees, and I don't know why, but there's something so special about Whiplash. It just plays with your expectations. It takes some. It's one of those things where it's really special when film can take something like music or like playing the drums, and you spend a couple minutes watching people perform such an incredible talent in such a detailed, intricate way within the frame of a camera, and suddenly you feel like you understand that profession and that passion so much more. And I mean, obviously a character like Terrence Fletcher, played by J.K. Simmons, is going to take things to the extreme, but it's I don't know, it's weirdly inspired. It's a weirdly inspiring film because of how competitive the world really is. It's like we all want to do these things that we want to do, and we have people like Terrence Fletcher just screaming in our faces. Sabotaged.
I think there's something to be said about never underestimating the power of music in the movies.
No,
I think
truly.
when music is done well, it can be a sucker punch. Like, that's why Almost Famous is my favorite movie.
Right, but the thing is that it captures how special music is through the performances and, through character and through like the character's understanding of the music. But it's weird in Whiplash because it's, with jazz bands, they capture it in a photographic way, in a cinematic way. And I personally have never seen such incredible shots of a drum kit and of cymbals and just, like you said, Allie, once we were talking about Whiplash before, it made something in a music film genre feel like a thriller. And it really did in the way that it was captured through the medium.
Did I ask you to start playing again?
Sorry,
I asked
missed
why
something.
you stopped playing, and your version of an answer was to turn into a wind-up monkey.
As critics, we are constantly on the lookout for movies that we're excited to show people. We talk about things that are good and things that are bad, and every year we're hoping for a movie that we want to sit somebody down and show them a movie that we were so impressed by, and we just want to share how special that movie is with other people. And for me, that's Whiplash. I could watch Whiplash a number of times over the next few months and just say to people like, this is why this movie was so great, whether or not it gets the Oscars that it was nominated for or not. So yeah, no, my pick for Best Picture is Whiplash, the underdog, because there's no way it's gonna win. But what is going to win? That's the question.
American Sniper, maybe.
Maybe because politics.
Because the Oscar could possibly split the vote. I don't think it's going to happen 100%. Would not be remotely shocked if somehow that was the turnout. But I think right now, my gut feeling, which would be really sad if it's wrong, my gut feeling is Boyhood right now. Last week it was Birdman, so
it's a close running between Boyhood and Birdman. You're right that the votes could absolutely be split, and then something else somehow just sneaks right up in there. It's all about the timing of the release. So, I mean, we'll see. This is the tough one to crack. It's the biggest award, and it's the hardest one to predict. So
yeah, it's interesting that then Best Actor are the most neck and neck categories this year, which never happens. Usually you can really kind of dictate how it's going to go just from October. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know what? If it's gonna be scary, let it be unpredictable, I guess. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was our discussion on the ultimate category of the Best Picture nominations. Thank you for joining us in the TYF Oscar panel. Thank God. We're finally through it. All right, so you can join us in our TYF Oscar hashtag party on Twitter. We're going to be tweeting all through the night on Sunday, February 22nd. We're going to be snarking about maybe Jeremy Renner will make another bad joke like at the Golden Globes. Maybe, John Travolta will mispronounce something again. And we are...
Maybe we'll trip during the opening dance number.
And maybe Jennifer Lawrence will trip a third time.
But she's so damn charming.
But that she is. Well, we're gonna have one last video on our snubs, so tune in for that. Otherwise, we'll see you on Twitter. Check out the Oscars. Go to oscar.go.com to cast your special snowflake ballot. All right.
Interweb view.
All right. I'm at Edgar42. Allison AJ. Gabrielle Adelle with 2 L's and an E. And this is the TYF Oscar panel. See ya.